I'm Happy Harry Hardon.
I'm Richard.
It's Dead Decks, but you don't want it to be. It still is.
Yeah.
Dead Decks.
Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah.
Just too fat. I didn't say it.
Well, whatever. Might as well say it.
Let's see how long we can go. We got 21 seconds in. We haven't said any curse words yet. We might make it another 13 seconds. We'll see. Anyway, 2022. Again, we're still hanging out in Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
We might move soon. I don't know.
I like it here.
Yeah, it's a dry heat.
Yeah, I like it sandy.
Jandy Signer.
That's right. That does it for me. It is a dry heat.
Yeah.
Fire is a dry heat. So what the hell are we talking about?
Today we are talking about CCG categories. Trading card, collectible card game categories. Ways to break it down into different sections or whatever you want to call it. However you want to distinguish what you call your card games.
Fuck shit. And we're like a minute 10 in, so
Man, yeah.
Couldn't do it anymore.
We got to get that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a list of things that you could call your card, collect by, or classify by, or
More
sort
like
by, or
preferences,
preference, or whatever you want to, whatever.
This is more about us thinking about how we mostly subconsciously categorize games, and the ones we just like brush aside.
And keep in mind, this is a very exhaustive list. There is no other possibilities outside of this. This is a definitive list. If what you think is not on this list, you're wrong. And that's the end of the story.
And you should post on the video and make sure we know that.
Yeah.
But I like thinking of this way.
Too bad. You're wrong. Get the fuck over
You're
it.
fucking wrong. This is all there is.
Yep.
This is it.
That's it. There's no more.
Obviously, we think we're experts.
Yep, we're definitive masters on dead card games. That's why we're called Dead Decks.
On fucking the world, on life.
Yeah.
There's no arguing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we obviously think we know everything.
Look at us. We're pillars of humanity. Come on.
More like stacks of shit. Pillars of humanity. You almost can stay deadpan until that.
I tried.
I got your fucking pillar of humanity
Oh my
right here. Anyway, so the word I originally used for this is to stratify. God damn. We're stratifying this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stratification.
Mm-hmm. You can do this infinitely, obviously.
Yeah.
But these are a few that I've been thinking about lately, at least. It's kind of filtering what I'm looking for in card games. One is language. I've started to kind of veer out and look for games that are not in English and never were. That's something I don't have any of currently, I don't think. That were never translated to English.
Except for Nerve.
Nerve, yes, yeah.
It didn't have any words on the card, so.
Yeah, it was out of Sweden. It wasn't in English, but there's no words. So.
Technicalities and all.
Now, they have a comic book, and I think I read that it is very poorly translated into English, so.
Which has all the rules that we can't find.
Right. You can't play the game without it, and I can't find any.
So here's a call. If anybody has the Nerve comic book, so Richard here can figure out how to play this damn game.
Yeah.
Take a picture. Much obliged.
Yeah, you don't have to sell it to me or give it to me. Fuck, just scan it.
Yeah.
I can't even find a PDF of it anywhere because nobody gives a shit about this.
Yeah, it's even a potato level picture. Fuck, we can,
Yeah.
we can decipher.
I just want to know how to play this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I opened the booster box and like half of it's just fucking pictures of fists. So it's pretty stupid anyway. This is my next move. All right, on to the next shit. Property, you can obviously go by that as deep as you want, but property type is one. I generally dislike movie card games. I think you do too.
Yeah, movie stills just don't do it for me. The exception for me, I guess, would be WCW Nitro. And it's not really the art necessarily or the cards that do it for me.
It's more the nostalgia for me.
Yeah, the gameplay. The gameplay's great. I like the gameplay. But the wrestlers, those aren't terrible. Those are pretty good. They have the sparkly crap, and I mean, it looks a little rare.
They're a little shiny.
But, they're already in underwear anyway, so.
Dudes in underwear.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm inclined to think that any of those stills are going to be restricted to people who like the property only.
Right. Highlander, Doctor Who,
Terminator, the movie.
Terminator, James Bond,
Fucking Survivor, the TV show, really. 24, the
American
TV
Idol.
show. Yeah.
Whoa.
There aren't going to be generalists playing that game.
No.
As me, being a generalist, would buy any original card game and try it out.
Yeah.
Any D&D based fantasy shit, but I'm not going to try anything out with stills if I hate the property. So.
No, it won't be a If I like the property, and that's the other thing, you know, that's where you get into people that collect stuff like this that don't give a fuck about the card game.
Mm-hmm.
They're property chasers, and they're chasing anything that has the property on it, or is on the property, or whatever.
Yep. Certainly see that with the sports games too, where
that's a big crossover in sports.
Yeah, they'll just turn that shit into another trading card.
Yep, another sports card.
Nobody's ever playing it.
Nope. Besides us.
Yeah, so some property types I do like. I love original shit. I like things that are based on tabletop RPGs. I'm usually intrigued by sports. I don't care about war and historical based ones really.
Yeah, if they were done well, if the art was done better.
Yeah.
And we haven't done any gameplay, so we're biased here because we don't have any idea how it plays.
Yeah.
I think the concept has potential. I'll give it that. But from what we've seen, what we've opened so far, they don't look good. So that's already a downer in the beginning, you know. If it looked fantastic, it could be a different story. You know, if it was Band of Brothers looking card art, you know,
hell yeah.
blood and guts and, you know, everything just, you know, very realistic of what war looks like, okay, let's get on it.
Yeah, I think war games have always been ugly. That's kind of part of the shtick.
Yeah.
They're more stat and nerd based and historically accurate than they care about aesthetics. I don't know if they make really good looking ones or not, but
Well, there's another Kickstarter idea for you fellas. If you want to create a really cool looking, badass, gruesome war game,
yeah,
you got clients already. So
I'll check it out.
let's go.
Another way to think about the property is the genre of it. Anime for me is out the window.
Yeah.
Go
Same
on.
way. Not a big fan of the anime crap.
No.
Trying to think of even one example that I give a shit about, but I can't think of any. So
For anime card game.
no.
No. I can't think of any that even crossed the line, really.
For me, you know, early Pokemon, and maybe it's just more because it's so iconic now. But you know, the really early stuff where before they'd gone, you know, balls crazy on foiling and stuff. I like that kind of shit. Aesthetically, I don't necessarily know anything about the card game, but that's about as far as into Japan as I go.
Balls crazy.
Balls crazy. All the new stuff, Gay Ruler and Weiss Schwartz and all that shit just doesn't do it for me, man. And even the Dragon Ball Z stuff and things like that, it's just hard for me to. I don't like it.
Yeah. Another way to think about these things, categorize them, would be mechanics. If there's something you really hate and you're just trying to get rid of, which I know that's a common thing. You know, people bitch about resource games, for instance. Getting mana flooded or mana screwed.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I don't care if it's resource or not. I dabble in both.
Doesn't matter.
Like life decking games actually intrigue me.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Which we've already mentioned one, WCW Nitro.
WCW.
WCW.
Non-combat or combat mechanics. I'm intrigued by non-combat just because most things are combat.
Yeah, kill them motherfuckers.
Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of different mechanics that could annoy you from other games that you want to stay away from. Publication date is one. I am drawn to the rough Wild Wild West days of the mid-90s.
And we both are to an extent. By this point now, we both have extensive collections of sealed bulk packs of all kinds of mid-90s garbage. Some of it's, you know, hidden gem stuff, Crow, Dark Age, things, Magica, things like that. There's many more that, yeah, they don't fit in that category. But they're still mid-90s super deck, you know, fights of fantasy crap that, you know, were afterthoughts, you know.
Yep.
And there's definitely a lot of stuff in the mid-90s that it really should have survived. It should have lasted longer than it did.
Yeah, there is. There's too much fucking competition.
Yeah.
Intended demographic. I can't make myself play kitty games. I haven't been able to do it.
We even tried. Well, we reviewed one. Well, I consider that around Top Gear.
Yeah, that was for young boys. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely geared just towards that one demographic. It wasn't intended for guys of our age to. I'm sure there are worse guys, and I am judging you. So let it be known.
I could get over a childish subject probably, but of course to go along with that's going to be mechanics, right? They're going to be simplified typically, and
Yep.
too stripped down. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Pokemon does it well. We've mentioned this before, where they manage to keep their old fans that grew up with the game and acquire new ones constantly, and keep it both as a kid game, as an investment piece on top of that, and it could be played as a game too. So
Yeah.
they figured it out for
Yeah.
now. Belisarius is another one we have here on as an example. Like kitty horse game for
Ponies.
preteens. Ponies and horses and all that good shit. We have some that I picked up at a yard sale. We'll review it briefly before I dump it on eBay.
Yeah. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
A couple more. We'll go real quick. Theme. Space horror. Post-apocalyptic is one I enjoy.
Yeah.
Cult also. Fantasy. I like all those. You get into shit like, there's a bunch of race car games.
Yeah, and again, you can keep breaking these down even further. And that can translate over to the property side too, and movies and whatever.
Yeah.
Tabletop RPGs and yeah.
Yep.
So a lot of these are going to be interconnected, and they fit in different categories, but whatever. We're just talking words into the camera.
Just words. The next one's actually interconnected too. It's a good time you said that. Aesthetics, because that definitely goes with genre and theme and source.
Right.
Like almost all the anime stuff is fucking bright. It's, too many colors and shiny.
Yeah, puking rainbows kind of shit. Ate a bunch of Skittles and got to throw up, and to me it's an eyesore. I don't really care for it. And back to the Pokemon example, the newer stuff, it's trending towards that gate ruler.
Gate ruler, yeah.
That kind of a theme where everything's just so bright and blue, so much foil and that white sports shit. I don't care for it. I'd much rather see a Magica or a Dark Age or even Magic the Gathering, especially from back in the day. But even newer stuff still stays pretty. I mean, unless you get into the collectors and full arts and box toppers and extended art and foils and blah blah blah, all that crap. I don't care about that shit. And then Magic's kind of gone the wrong way in my opinion on a lot of that stuff. But just base cards. I'd rather see that kind of stuff all day long versus pukey shit.
Yep. What else?
Living or Dead. Obviously we prefer in most cases dead stuff. We dabble in newer live stuff, but not a lot. More on the investor side for me. Richard has some scattered newer stuff, but not anything major. Most of yours is dead stuff. As far as looking and touching and playing with, sorting through.
I like it to be dead.
Sniffing, of course. I love to sniff the old board, the old dead games. Get that good old rotted carcass smell.
So for you to touch, play, and generally mess with, it needs to be dead.
Oh, yeah.
So overall game type. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. So what's it play like, basically? I forgot what my own shit means. Is it a dungeon crawler? Is it kind of an adventure game? Is it a war game? That's enough fucking words.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is a definitive list that you can make be whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're not watching, nobody's watching this far. It's 14 minutes in on the most boring topic ever, so.
Yeah. One of these days I'm just going to have to break my Cubs bat at the end of the video.
Yeah.
Go out awesome. Strong.
Do it over your head like Bo Jackson.
This actually came from right beside the stadium, though, so I hate to do that. All right. How'd we fucking do?
Good enough.
We sure did. Yeah, buddy.